Are you recording?
You on candid camera today?
Hey, people, I'm the ugliest thing you ever gonna see on that camera.
Mr. Marvin Gilchrist.
What's happening, driver?
Another day, another dollar, boss man. How you doing today, sir?
I'm doing wonderful, man. On my way home. How about yourself? But a lot of times, when you guys hit me up, and you ask these questions about being an owner-operator, this is what it takes. The first question I ask, are you mechanically inclined? If the answer is no, the second question I'm going to ask you, are you willing to learn? If you're not willing to learn, being an owner-operator is probably not the best thing for you. So here's what's going on. So right now I've got a serious oil leak coming from this hub right here. Welcome back to the channel, y'all. Got a little situation going on right now. But first, I'm gonna start up this truck and let it warm up. Right now it's about 20 degrees outside, so it's cold. So I like to wait a few seconds, then I'm gonna bump the idle. Here's what's going on. So right now I've got a serious oil leak coming from this hub right here. And by the way, just in case somebody's wondering, this is the headlamp that I'm using right here. It's by Olight. This thing is awesome. Shout out to Olight, by the way. They sent it to me. But here's what's going on, man. I've got oil all over the place right now, but it's not leaking from the seal right here. It's actually leaking from the glass right here, or plastic. I believe this is plastic. And I try to tighten all these screws, still leaking. Fortunately, I do keep an extra on the truck. So this is the seal right here. So I've got about 15 minutes right now. I gotta get busy, otherwise I'm gonna be running late. First, I'm gonna need an empty jug to catch that oil when it starts leaking out. And this is the DOT violation, by the way, so I do want to get it taken care of. Shout out to Vivor. This socket sells from Vivor. That looks like a 1/2 inch. It's gotta be a deep socket. That's it right there. I'm just gonna put an extension on it, make it easier. just in case somebody is wondering, yes, I did disconnect the automatic inflation system. I don't like it. I hate it. You know, when I first bought this trailer, I believe I went through about 3 sets of tires, you know, before I finally realized that this system was the reason why my tires kept getting messed up. Because what happens is, if it's not properly calibrated, it's just gonna eat up your tires, man. And I got tired of fooling around with this thing, so I just disconnected it. I'm actually gonna remove the system altogether. I do it the old school way. I have a hose on the truck that's almost 100 feet long, man, so that's the way I do it. I gotta probably use a flathead or something to get this off. Matter of fact, I really don't care if I damage it either. I'll grab something real quick so I get that off. I've got a rubber mallet somewhere. Hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing. That's exactly what I was trying to avoid. I'm just using a 600 grit sanding disc. I'm gonna just try to clean this up just a little, make it nice and smooth. That's what I got right now. At least I know I still have some oil in the hub. That's gonna have to do right now, because I got to go. I'm gonna let it drain just a little. I'm gonna get some oil. My fingers are freezing right now. Like I said, it's about 20 degrees outside. Fingers are freezing, man. It's almost painful right now. Whew. Last one. It's a lot easier to do it this way. And I deliberately put the plug at the top. That's where I'm going to fill it from. And with these, you don't want to go too crazy because it's easy to snap these bolts. And you've got a bigger problem trying to extract it. Should be good. We're good. So now I just got to remove this plug right here and this one, and we should be on the home stretch. Try this one. Right on the money. And this one, it's probably gonna be this one right here. 2 for 2. This Luke is a little thicker than your regular oil, so it does take a little longer. It's actually kind of annoying. This hole might be big enough, but I could just fill it from right here. Yeah, that works. You know, sometimes I cut these and I cut it too low, you know, so I can't fit it through right here. But this one, I did cut it right at the tip, so this one actually fits. So that's the only reason why I remove this plug at the top. Yeah, this is a lot quicker. And this stuff is thick, so it's gonna take a while. You know, I gotta actually drive the truck for it to really settle. So I'm gonna clean it up, and once I get to the receiver, I'm gonna check on it, make sure it's not leaking. Like I said, man, this stuff is really thick. Starting to really come out now. So right now it's right about the level line, but once I start driving, you know, it's gonna settle. So once I get to the receiver, I'm gonna check on it. If I gotta add some more, then I'm gonna add some more. That should do it right there. I'm just gonna clean it up just a little. This is what I used to polish my wheels, by the way. This is some Renegade polish they sent me. This is not a polished job. I'm just trying to clean it up just a little, man. But y'all see what that stuff does. Shout out to Renegade, by the way. I've done several collaborations with Renegade. Fingers are still cold right now. But even when it's cold outside, man, I like to crack my windows. This one, I'm just gonna crack it just a little. I'm trying to mess up the camera. Cut my headlights on now. had to add another bolt to the base of the seat right here. I think I talked about in the previous video. Got my interior done. They missed a bolt. They actually missed a hole altogether, so I got to cut a hole in the floor. Put that bolt back in there. Custom work, right? Ain't trying to throw nobody under the bus, but that ain't custom right there. That's called taking shortcuts. And I'm almost certain once I get to the receiver, I gotta add some more oil to that hub back there. That's just how the Lucas is. You know, it's a really thick lubricant. You know, so sometimes you gotta add some more. How about a copy KW on the northbound side? When I first moved to Charlotte, I used to park my truck right there at the rest area. And that was about 3.5, almost 4 years ago. Come on, Snyder, let's go. guys hit me up, you ask these questions about being an owner-operator, this is what it takes. The first question I ask, are you mechanically inclined? If the answer is no, the second question I'm going to ask you, are you willing to learn? If you're not willing to learn, being an owner-operator is probably not the best thing for you. Because the reality is, sometimes you're going to be in situations where you can't get your truck to the shop. Or, sometimes even roadside, it's not an option. So you got to be able to not just be able to work on the truck, but you also got to be prepared. You got to have tools on the truck. It's very important. Now, I've got enough tools to do a lot of things. Not everything, but I've got a lot of tools on the truck. You name it, I've done it on the side of the road. I've changed my turbo on the side of the road, my intercooler, what else? Fuel pump, my starter, multiple alternators on the side of the road, belts, you name it, man, I've done it on the side of the road. And not only did I save some money, but I was prepared. So that's the first question I ask, when y'all hit me up trying to be an owner-operator, are you mechanically inclined? And if you're not, you got to be willing to learn. That's what it takes to be a successful owner-operator. I'll probably save about, I don't know, $10,000, maybe $15,000 every single year by just being able to repair stuff myself. And sometimes even more. When my turbo blew up on me, I was 2018. I was in Alabama. I picked up a load in Texas and I was on my way to Georgia. This was Memorial Weekend. It was a Sunday. So Memorial Weekend, Memorial Day was the Monday. All the shops were closed, but I had to figure it out. So I slept on the shoulder that Sunday night. Monday morning, back then there was no Uber, there was no Lyft. So I called up a taxi, a cab. And I went to Enterprise, and I rented a pickup truck, and I drove 2 hours from Alabama into Georgia. Bought the turbo from Peterbilt. I brought the core. That core is expensive, a couple $100. I'm talking about a few $100, probably about $800-900. So I brought the core, and I believe I paid about $2,200 for that turbo. They wanted close to $3,500 without the core. So I brought the core, and also I bought brand new intercooler, because what happens sometimes when you lose your turbo, the blades from the turbo could actually mess up the intercooler. Well, not mess up the intercooler, but what happens is the blade, it gets stuck in the intercooler, so when you put the brand new turbo in there, it's gonna suck it right back in. All those shavings, all those cuttings. So I played it safe. I bought a brand new intercooler, and by myself on the side of the road, man. I left that thing out, changed it out, and I believe I was running low for chop tank. I called them up, they rescheduled the load, and I got it delivered on Tuesday. So yeah, you gotta be able to figure it out, man. And I was just quick thinking. I believe it cost me less than $200 for the rental. It was Memorial Weekend, so it was expensive. It was just for one day. brought it back the same day. After I changed the turbo, intercooler, I was going that same night. So I left the key in the drop box, and also called up the same taxi guy that dropped me off. I took his cell phone number. I said, listen, bro, I'm gonna call you later on tonight. And I paid him directly up front. He came, he picked me up, and I gave him a nice little tip, and I was gone. Driver. Teamwork. I got another project I gotta work on when I get back. I actually have a brand new starter back there for my reefer. If y'all remember a couple weeks ago, probably about a month ago, I changed the starter in my reefer. But that brand new starter, it ain't no good. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It is aftermarket, so it is what it is. Get what you pay for. But the last one I bought, was aftermarket, and I got 6 years out of it. So I bought another one, and I'm actually sending this one back. I got the return label for Amazon, so I'm gonna send it back. So I'm probably gonna change it today when I get back. So because the starter's acting up, I'll leave my reefer on continuous. But last night I put it on stop and start because the temperature is almost the same as the box, so it really doesn't make a difference. This load is 33 degrees, and I believe last night the temperature was in the low 20s, so we're good. But it did cycle on a couple times. When I got there this morning, it was 33 exact, and it was about 22 degrees outside, so at some point it cycled on. By the way, Artie, how's the microphone, man? Right now I've got it hooked up wireless. So it's hooked up directly to my camera right now. DJI, so let me know. How's the microphone, chat? about 72 right now.
I'm doing 75. There you go. So we'll see how fast he wants to run.
I think he gave up.
Good thing. I don't think he's got enough pocket, enough money in his pocket, or his bank account, or his mama's bank account, or daddy's bank account to pay for this trailer here.
Yeah, I think he's over there playing with his phone right now.
Yeah. Yeah, it's here about a $35 million trailer. I don't think he wants to buy it.
What you got in there?
Television. We hear all sports events.
10-4. Expensive stuff.
Yep, very much so. You're ready to go down to Clearwater, Florida, and do some Shriners softball game, you know, and then the Gainesville for the first drag race.
10-4. So you travel all over?
Yes, sir. Yeah. We'll leave Gainesville and go to Phoenix to Pomona, California, and run northwest for a couple weeks, and then back to the East Coast, back to Charlotte, Bud Street, Maryland, Englishtown, New Jersey. Our trucks right now are doing the Super Bowl out there in California.
Ain't the Super Bowl today?
You think so? Are you sure it is?
Yeah, I forgot all about it, man. I've been so busy. Come on, driver, keep that truck in the lane now.
Yeah, I think we got about probably 8 trucks out there doing the Super Bowl. And, like I said, that's basically how you see it on TV. It's switching. There we are.
Yeah, I'm gonna check it out. This is the driver I was talking to right here. He said his cargo is valued about $35 million. Come on, Amazon. And there's Amazon doing 62 in the middle lane.
Yeah, people, you know, they are.
Yeah, I'm gonna go right by him, man. I gotta go.
Yeah, look like he's gonna try to speed up now. I was doing 67.
I'm doing 75 right now, so he's definitely speeding up.
Yeah. Hey, you got an extra ride there.
Looking at me all funny too.
Hey, you know how it is, you know. They can't run fast enough, but they want to come up here and tie everybody up.
I mean, if you're doing 62, just put that truck in the right lane, man. Speed limit 65. Alright, driver, you be safe now.
Alright, you be careful going that way.
know it, man. Gotta have a radio on the truck, man. That's just me. Nice looking car right here. Must be one of them newer Cadillacs. So I ain't never seen that before. I wouldn't drive it, but it looks nice. Good morning. How you doing?
Are you recording?
You on candid camera today? Nah, don't worry. If you don't want to be on there, I'll take you out.
I'm alright.
Yeah. What's good?
Hey people, I'm the ugliest thing you ever gonna see on that camera.
I'll cut it out. We're all beautiful in God's eyes.
We are. We got it good low today? We got our paper right today?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we good today. Oh, my license. Oof. I'll be forgetting, Jessica.
They had that routine every day.
There you go. Yeah, it's my action camera. How's it looking back there? Busy? It's moving?
It's moving.
Okay.
It's too bad today.
Super Bowl Sunday, man. I'm trying to go home. Watch a big game.
Who you rooting for?
I'll go with New England.
I ain't never played football. I'm not a sports fan.
I lived in New England for 26 years, so it's only right that I root for the Patriots. Yeah, I lived in Connecticut. No, I'm really a Vikings fan. Minnesota. That's my team. I became a fan back in Randy Moss, Chris Carter days, but you probably don't know about those guys. You don't watch football. So everybody knows Cheyenne. Cheyenne's always on my camera, so now they know Jessica. You know Cheyenne, right?
Yeah. She won't train me.
Oh, okay. I just cut the reefer on. I can't even hear you no more.
There you go.
I appreciate it. All right, Jessica. I'll see you next weekend.
Have a good day.
Anything you want to say to my YouTube?
No.
You're on camera?
No. I got nothing to say. I watch my little extra.
You got kids, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, show it to your kids. 4? Boys, girls?
2 girls, 2 boys.
That used to be me.
Really?
But now I got 3 girls and 2 boys.
One guy?
No. I used to have 2 boys and 2 girls, but got a little toddler now. So now it's 3 girls and 2 boys.
Good luck to you.
It's a handful. Yeah, I'm starting all over. There's a big age gap. You know, my son is almost 12.
Don't feel bad. I know a guy that's 16 years old, but 11 years started over. 8, 9, 10, 11.
I'm good on that.
Started all the way over.
All right, I'll see you next weekend.
All right.
on, Jessica. Open up the gate, girl. She's really nice, man. Hello?
Hey, I need you door 97.
Door 97?
Back in, open your doors, disconnect, clear your load bars completely, bring your paperwork to 115.
I'll be right in. So we're good on the hub. It's no longer leaking. Let me show y'all something real quick. So I did forget to add some lock washers to these bolts. So what's gonna happen is eventually it's gonna come loose. You know, it's not gonna fall off, but it's gonna come loose to a point where it might start leaking again. Now the old one was leaking from right here. Wasn't leaking from here. But I don't have enough. I've got plenty of lock washers, but it's not the right size. Now I do keep an assortment of fittings and all type of stuff on my truck, man. But all I have is just 2 of this size right here. So when I get home later, I'm definitely gonna do it today though. When I get back home, I'm just stop at the hardware store. And I'm gonna get a few more washers, lock washers, and we should be good. So for now, it's just gonna be these 2 right here. I gotta add just a little more oil to the hub too, but I'll do it once I get on the loading dock. Not much, just a little. Roadside YouTube. Y'all know the drill, man. Appreciate y'all for watching to the end. On to the next one. I'm out of here. Peace out, y'all.
Mr. Marvin Gilchrist.
What's happening, driver?
Another day, another dollar, boss man. How you doing today, sir?
I'm doing wonderful, man. On my way home. How about yourself?
The office was up Friday or Eastern.
Lost him. Yeah, I lost you there, driver. Be safe, man. 85 north, man. On my way back home, y'all. Rolling through Greenville.